The average person checks their phone 96 times per day. That's once every 10 minutes you're awake. You think you're just staying connected, but neuroscience shows something terrifying is happening to your brain. However, what if I told you that this constant distraction isn't an accident? It's a carefully designed system to harvest your most precious resource. Because your attention is worth more than gold, and once you understand how it's being stolen, you can take it back and transform your entire life. Look, I've spent years studying cognitive psychology and human behavior, and what I'm about to share with you will fundamentally change how you see the world around you. Today, we're diving deep into the attention economy, a multi-trillion-dollar industry built on one simple premise: capturing and monetizing your focus. By the end of this video, you'll understand exactly how your attention is being weaponized against you, why your brain feels constantly scattered, and most importantly, the precise strategies to reclaim your mental sovereignty and unlock levels of productivity and peace you never thought possible. Here's something most people don't realize: your attention isn't just valuable, it's literally the currency of the modern economy. Every notification, every autoplay video, every infinite scroll feature has been engineered by teams of neuroscientists and behavioral psychologists to hijack your brain's reward system. Think about this. Facebook's former president Sean Parker admitted they deliberately exploited a vulnerability in human psychology to keep you hooked. They're using the same dopamine pathways that make gambling and drugs addictive. Your brain releases dopamine not when you get the reward, but when you anticipate it. That's why you can't stop checking your phone. You're literally addicted to the possibility of something new. But here's where it gets really dark. The average knowledge worker checks email every 6 minutes. It takes 23 minutes to fully refocus after an interruption. Do the math. You're never actually focused. You're living in a constant state of partial attention, and it's destroying your ability to think deeply, be creative, and find genuine satisfaction in your work. This isn't just about productivity. It's about your humanity. When you can't focus, you can't connect deeply with others. You can't pursue meaningful goals. You become a ghost of your potential, reacting instead of creating. Let me paint you a picture of what this constant distraction is actually costing you. Research from UC Irvine shows that after an interruption, it takes an average of 23 minutes and 15 seconds to fully refocus on the original task. But here's the kicker. Most people get interrupted every 11 minutes. You're literally never reaching deep focus. This has massive implications for your brain. Neuroscientist Dr. Adam Gazzaley's research reveals that chronic multitasking actually changes your brain structure. The gray matter in areas responsible for cognitive and emotional control literally shrinks. You're not just losing focus, you're losing the ability to focus. And the economic cost? A study by Rescue Time found that people spend an average of 3 hours and 15 minutes on their phones daily. That's nearly 1,200 hours per year, equivalent to 30 full work weeks. Imagine what you could accomplish with an extra 30 weeks of focused time. But the psychological cost is even higher. Constant task switching floods your brain with cortisol and adrenaline, stress hormones that impair memory and learning. You end up feeling exhausted without accomplishing anything meaningful. Sound familiar? If this is hitting home for you, do me a favor. Hit that subscribe button right now. Because what I'm about to share next could literally save your mental health and transform your life. And drop a comment below telling me what's your biggest distraction challenge. I read every single comment and often create videos based on your questions. Now let's talk about how this system actually works. Tech companies employ teams of neuroscientists, behavioral economists, and addiction specialists, not to help you, but to exploit you. They use something called variable ratio reinforcement, the same principle that makes slot machines so addictive. Think about social media notifications. You never know when you'll get one, what it will be, or how rewarding it will feel. This unpredictability triggers massive dopamine releases, creating what researchers call intermittent variable rewards. Your brain becomes wired to constantly seek the next hit. But it gets worse. They use fear of missing out to keep you scrolling. The infinite scroll was specifically designed to prevent natural stopping points. There's no end, no closure, no satisfaction. Just an endless stream of content designed to keep you engaged. And here's something that will blow your mind. The average person makes 35,000 decisions per day. Every notification, every red badge, every urgent email forces your brain to make a micro decision. This creates what psychologists call decision fatigue. Your willpower literally gets depleted throughout the day. The result? By evening, you have no mental energy left for what actually matters. Your relationships, your goals, your growth. You collapse into passive consumption, scrolling mindlessly until you fall asleep, only to wake up and repeat the cycle. But here's the good news. Your brain is incredibly plastic. You can literally rewire it for deep focus and sustained attention. When you engage in what psychologist Mihaly Csikszentmihalyi calls flow state, your brain undergoes remarkable changes. During deep focus, your prefrontal cortex, the area responsible for self-criticism and overthinking, actually downregulates. This is called transient hypofrontality. You stop second-guessing yourself and enter a state of effortless concentration. Time seems to disappear and you produce your best work. Neuroscientist Dr. Arne Dietrich's research shows that in flow state, your brain also releases a cocktail of performance-enhancing neurochemicals. Norepinephrine for focus, dopamine for reward and motivation, endorphins for pleasure, and anandamide for lateral thinking. This isn't just about productivity, it's about fulfillment. People who regularly experience flow report higher life satisfaction, better relationships, and a stronger sense of purpose. You're not just getting more done, you're becoming more yourself. So how do you actually reclaim your attention in this hyper-connected world? Here are the strategies that actually work. First, create sacred spaces. Designate specific times and places where technology is completely off limits. Your bedroom should be a phone-free zone. Start your day with at least 30 minutes of no screens. Use this time for reflection, planning, or deep work. Second, implement the attention restoration protocol. Every 90 minutes, take a 15-minute break from all screens. Go outside if possible, or at least look out a window. Your brain needs these micro-recoveries to maintain peak performance. Third, use the single tasking rule. Do one thing at a time with full presence. When you're with someone, be fully with them. When you're working, work on one task only. This isn't just more effective, it's more fulfilling. Fourth, practice attention training. Meditation isn't just relaxation. It's literally gym training for your attention muscle. Even 10 minutes daily can significantly improve your ability to focus and resist distractions. Fifth, design your environment for success. Remove apps from your phone that don't serve your goals. Use website blockers during work hours. Make distraction harder and focus easier. Here's what I want you to understand. Your attention is your life. Where you place your focus determines the quality of your experience, the depth of your relationships, and the impact you have on the world. The attention economy wants you to believe you're powerless, that you need to stay connected, stay updated, stay engaged with their platforms. But that's a lie designed to keep you trapped in a cycle of distraction and consumption. The truth is, you have more power than you realize. Every moment, you get to choose where to direct your attention. And when you choose wisely, when you protect your focus like the precious resource it is, you don't just become more productive. You become more present, more creative, more connected to what truly matters. Your attention is your most valuable asset. Stop giving it away for free. If this video opened your eyes to something important, I've got something that will take this even deeper. The video I'm showing you next reveals the psychological principles that will help you build unshakable mental strength and emotional resilience. Because once you master your attention, the next step is mastering your mind. Click on it now. Your future self will thank you.